Plates ready? This is Food School, Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast. Want to feel amazing? Love the way you look in the mirror and perform your absolute best in the gym, at work, and in life? You're definitely in the right place. Food. It's you. It builds every single cell of you. And if there is one thing every human being must master, it's food. Because at the very least, eating, you do it every day, several times a day, every single day. You might as well get good at it. I'm your host, Shurina from Create Yourself That Today, your personal nutritionist and plate watcher, your diet guide and explorer, your fat loss coach and food inspector. And just someone with a lot of passion and obsession and curiosity for healthy food, healthy diets, nutrition, optimized human performance, everything and absolutely anything you put in your grocery shopping cart, your fridge, on your plate, and in your mouth. It's my business. Food School, on a mission to help you eat better daily.
It's the last time I talk about food. It's the last time I talk about food.
Good morning, guys, and happy 2019. How's your new year starting for you? How are those new year resolutions going? Hopefully really well. I don't know about you, but despite my best intentions, I haven't exactly started it 100% and not exactly doing everything that I was supposed to do starting January 1st that I planned for myself. But today is first Monday of 2019, and if not today, give 100%, then when? Right? All the celebrations are past us, so now we can really focus and get into beast mode and give it all, give our best to make this year the healthiest, the fittest, the most impactful year yet. And with Food School, every Monday, we will talk about not food, not fitness, not anything related to any kind of information, but actually we are going to build habit building skill. So we all know, a lot of us know what we need to do in order to get to the next level, either in our health, in our fitness, in our work, but a lot of times we just fail to do consistently what we need to do to get where we need to go, right? Of course, we can all do it once in a while, but we all know once in a while doesn't work unless we do something consistently. And even if it's a small thing, what we do consistently gonna produce a remarkable result. And what we do once in a while doesn't really make a difference, even though we can, fast one day a year and then eat shit the rest of the year. It's nothing gonna happen, really. But if we continuously eat a little bit better every single day, that's where we get the best results. So every Monday of 2019 on Food School podcast will be dedicated to habit building skill. First, we will start with more in-depth analysis and mastery of the book and information that is in the book Atomic Habits. Tiny changes, remarkable results, an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. Sorry for a small interruption here. So, Atomic Habits. And again, we will practice a small thing, but every Monday, and your homework is going to be to practice that habit for the whole week. And then you can either report back to me, give me feedback on Twitter, on Instagram, in my email, or anywhere you feel like. Or if you have any difficulties implementing this habit or this skill, then also reach out to Angela at Create Yourself That Today. And together we will solve this issue, so you could too master the habits that you need to master to get the result that you want to get and build the person that you need to be in order to get those results. Well, anyway, without further ado, let's start building our first skill, right? So, habit building. In order to build any new habit or break bad one that you don't want to keep, that doesn't serve you, you need to first be aware of that habit. So you need to be aware when you do it. And a lot of habits that we have, they after a while start happening on autopilot. So we need to break that autopilot thing. And every time the habit happens and you become aware of it, the sooner the better. Name it, call it out loud. So for example, if you have a habit of eating late at night, let's say, then every time you start going to the fridge, you start eating at night, get up and say, I'm doing this today. Again, I'm eating late at night. I don't want to do that, and stop it right away. Even if it's too late, if you ate something, it's never too late actually, still stop it and call it and become acutely aware of what you're doing, and also very helpful to understand what started it. Was it some uncomfortable emotion? Was it a lot of stress at work? Was it some conversation with some person? What was it that triggered that thing that you don't want to do anymore? Like if you want to do it, then continue. But if you want to break that habit, what started it? And become aware of when you do it, why you do it, and also when you don't do it. What's the difference? Become really aware of that. So today's episode is dedicated to awareness of our habits. And a lot of times, in order to start habit, we need to get rid of a bad one, or we need to find the time to make good habits happen. So we need to become aware of why we cannot make this happen, or why we start doing bad habits. So your homework for this week will be noticing and noting even better. Have some kind of, small, really simple, really cheap notebook, and note your habits, what you do, especially things that you don't necessarily want to do, either because they harm you or because they just waste your time. And your time is limited, and if you don't invest it into the things that you want to do, that improve your life in some way, then that's, a waste of time. Of course, it doesn't mean that you cannot relax, or you cannot watch Netflix, or you cannot, eat a piece of cake once in a while, but you need to choose it. You need to stop being a slave to your habits and actually design the things that you want to do. And again, I'm a huge proponent and believer into there is no bad or right. Bad or good thing, wrong or right thing. There are things that you do out of your conscious choice, and those things are your choice, and they're not necessarily make you better, but they're your choice, and it's your right to choose whatever you want. And there are a lot of things that we do on autopilot, that we do out of because everybody does it, or because of some other stupid excuse that we don't even want to do and that don't serve us. And that is the thing that we need to change to become our truest self. So become aware. Again, have a small notebook. That's what I really recommend you to do. And write down first the habits that waste your time, that you don't want to do, that you don't really enjoy, and you do on autopilot, and that tend to waste a lot of your time. And even, checking social media or your phone all the time, if you check it 100 times a day, it's going to be like a couple of hours of your time, and then you don't have time for things that are really actually important for you. So notice when you do those habits, like for example, when you check your phones, when it usually happens, when your focus and attention, goes sideways and you start doing that, or maybe again, eating at night, or maybe not exercising, or maybe not going to bed early enough, and then next morning not waking up early enough. A lot of people ask me, how do I get up every day, at 4:30 in the morning? Well, it's actually simple. I just make myself go to bed early, and then everybody can wake up early. It's not like I'm some kind superhuman that doesn't sleep, or that I make myself sleep 4 hours. No, I go to bed at decent hours at night, 9 p.m., and that's why I wake up that early. So anyway, your homework. 1, write down all the habits that waste your time and you don't enjoy, and you don't plan them, you just do them because you've always been doing them. And then the second thing, write down and become aware of the things that you don't want to do and you want to change. So those two things that waste your time, note it down when you do them. Also, again, good idea to note when exactly that happens and why that might be happening. Notice like a pattern there, and then the second thing, note down the habits that you want to stop, you don't want to continue because they either harm you or don't serve you, or you want to replace them with something better. Like instead of eating ice cream after each meal, maybe eat a piece of fruit. So become aware of those habits that you want to change or waste your time. Okay, guys? So, and this is important phase. First step, in order to change anything, you need to become really acutely aware of that thing you're doing, why you're doing it, when you're doing it. So this is your homework for this week, for this Monday. So again, get some cheap, small notebook. If you use your phone, use your phone, but I do not recommend it because then again, there is a lot of temptation to check it again and it can waste a lot of your time. So get a cheap notebook, get a small pen and write down the habits that waste your time and that you don't want to do anymore, that don't serve you anymore. Okay, guys? So this is the first Monday of 2019. Take it seriously. Commit to something. Really commit to something. You have the whole year. If you do something, even just every Monday, if you, for example, start setting intention or maybe planning something good or reflecting on the days behind you in order to improve something, every Monday, if you do something for the whole year, it's going to change you. It's really going to change you, change the person you are into the person who you want to be. So happy first Monday of 2019. Thank you for listening, guys. Thank you for tuning in again this year that we're going to spend together and going to make it the healthiest, the fittest, and the most impactful year yet, right? Until next time, eat better daily.